I just met a couple that has maybe 2 or 3 girls, I don't remember, and one of them happens to be blind. Maybe I think she's like 7 years old or something, maximum 7 years old. So you can imagine them having a little daughter who's 7 years old, who's blind, the complexity of having to raise her in a modern world and whatnot. And I found myself in a conversation with them, and I asked them, do you know that she doesn't know when she was born, she doesn't know that she's blind? It's because the medical institution and everybody around that says you're blind, and you start to raise her as a person who is blind, a person who cannot see, versus, and check this out, from the get-go, every organism is always trying to survive. So from the get-go, if you're not trying to raise her like she's blind and she's got a deficiency, she's going to learn how to function, operate, and cope optimally with the system that she has. In other words, she's going to learn to see the way she sees. If you raise her as if she's blind, and from that point on, all you do is, oh, poor her, she cannot see. Oh, poor her, what is she going to do? And then you treat her like a blind person, the way the system presents you and offers you. All she has is fear now. And now she becomes, instead of learning from zero how to see, she learns from zero how to be a blind person. You see the paradox? So the blind person, what's a blind person? They have to walk. First of all, it's poor them, but nobody's going to say that because, we have to be fair and all this nonsense. Then it's going to have to learn, that person, is going to have to learn how to walk with a stick, and is always going to have to be the blind person. They never put the full emphasis on who am I, how does my nervous system function, and how do I operate optimally, and how do I make that go to the next level. Such a simple thing, but this is the world we live in. For the little girl who's born, she's not blind. She has a certain setup. And if you give her the chance and the right circumstances and the proper education, and you keep away from her fear and lies and deception coming from a system of ignorance, what's she going to do? She's going to learn how to function. Just like any person, any of us. We have eyes, we have ears. Some of us has better ears, better eyes. Everybody learns how to cope, adapt, function, and then it's your job to optimize it. That little girl who's supposedly blind would have learned from zero. Instead, y'all understand, because I've been repeating myself. Instead, what does she get? She gets to be treated like a blind person who's got a dysfunction, with everybody pitying her, yet pretending that they don't pity her. That's the truth. That's what so now she becomes a character. Instead of being a human being, she becomes a character, and that character is the blind person. And society treats that person, instead of getting to know that person, they treat her like the character, which is the blind person. That comes with a bunch of stigmas, which of course we're not supposed to have because, well, we're in the age of let's have no stigmas and pretend that a blind person is not a blind person. Y'all know exactly what I mean. Anyway, shout out to those people. My heart goes out to them. My heart goes out to that little girl. I wish her the best. And I hope that my conversation with her parents, I'm pretty sure. I know the conversation, especially with the mom, because the mom's like holding her daughter's hand and she was wearing a mask. The little girl's wearing a mask, everything, and like glasses for she's not totally blind. She can see, but not really. And this stick, poor little girl, she's being made into a dysfunctional creature, and the mom is having a hard time and her heart hurts. And the father's in front holding the other daughter on his shoulder, and their whole universe is now being slowed down. So that's a big subject, why and whatnot. Let's not get into this. Anyways, our prayers goes out to all of them. I wish them the best. I wish you all the best. Shout out. Peace.